Hello everyone. Sorry Mr. Timms and I can't be here today, but we are going to work on a file called pair.ai, which is located in first class. And once you save it to your student drive, you can open it in Illustrator. And again, that file is located in first class in your Tech 9 folder. And what we're going to work on today is the pen tool and how you can draw vector graphics with it and fill and use Bezier curves and handles and anchor points. Okay, so I've zoomed in, and what I want to show you is that this line is already created for me. So if I click anywhere on the path with the selection tool, which is the black solid arrow, I'm just going to get a line that's drawn. But if I actually click onto the direct selection tool, you can see that I get different anchor points that pop out and give me handles. If I click on any of the handles, I can distort and shape my line that I have drawn in any direction. The endpoints can also be moved right or left, up and down. If you want to delete an anchor point, you select one and hit delete, and you'll notice it'll get rid of the next it'll delete up to the next available anchor point. So if we were going to draw the leaf on this pair, the first step would be learning how to draw a curve. And a vector image, a curve in it, is called a Bezier curve. And so what we're going to do is go and click on our pen tool and make sure we have a color selected so that we can actually see. And what we're going to do is follow the path. And wherever we see the letter, we're going to select a new anchor point, or sorry, create a new anchor point. So go ahead and left click, or just click if you're using a Mac, on the letter A. And now to draw to the next anchor point, we are going to click, hold, and drag your mouse or your pad down and let go. Then, to create the next curve, we need to go back to the anchor point, which is located in the middle between the handles. We're just going to click and let go, and then we're going to go up to C, and to make a curve, we click, hold, and pull down. And that will provide us with the handles we need to go in and make any adjustments that are necessary. So if we were to zoom in, I can now go back to my direct selection tool, and I can click on any of these handles, and I can adjust my line or my curve to make sure that it fits this path perfectly. Now we're going to try to make the actual leaf. So again, I'm going to select my pen tool. I'm going to click on the letter A to create the anchor point. So I'm going to click and let go. And now to draw to B, I can do one of two things. I can either set another anchor point here. So I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to pull up so that I can make that nice curve there. And now to go from here to B, I need to go back and set my anchor point. So I'm going to find the middle, and I'm going to click and let go. And I'm going to go over to B, and I'm going to click and hold and pull up. And once it's adjusted properly, I'm going to let go. I'm going to click here again and let go. And I'm going to make another anchor point right here to make this nice curve. So I click and I drag and I pull up until I get it right on the line, and I let go. And I'm going to go again. I'm going to left click or click. And now to close it, I need to watch and look for a little circle. Did you see that pop up? When you see that pop up, you know you're able to close the path, and you're going to click and drag and pull up until you get it perfectly closed. To fill it in, all you have to do now is either swap the fill and the stroke to fill it into color, or you can leave the red stroke on it and select a different color. Now to make adjustments where the path looks a little crooked or stiff, there's two different things you can do. One is you can adjust it again with the direct selection tool. So if I go to zoom in and click on the direct selection tool, I can see my handles here, and I can adjust it this way to make it a little bit more straight, okay, and curved like a smooth path. Or I can go to something that's called the smooth tool. It's located under the pencil tool. If you hold it down and go to the second one, you can click and drag right over top of the point that you'd wish to smooth out, and it will round the corners for you and make the line smooth. So there's two different ways that you can smooth out your drawing. So now let's go to the next step. So again, we're going to make sure that my pen tool is on, and if you remember correctly from my first step, you need to click an anchor point and let go, and then to go down to B, all we're going to do is make another anchor point. So we're going to click and we're going to drag and we're going to pull up, and I'm zoomed out too far. So let me zoom in. Okay. And then to close the path, we have to locate the anchor point again. So we're going to click at the anchor point at B. And then I need to go and look for the little circle that should pop up when I hover over. Do you see that? It goes from a plus sign to a 0. Okay, a little circle. When I've located that anchor point, that means I am ready to close. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag out and I'm going to finish my path. Now I am able to close it, so I can fill it in with red. Drawing a straight line is simple. All you have to do is click and let go, and you create a line. When you're ready to draw the next step, which is the arrowhead, you need to deselect the line, click off of your line, and go back to the pen tool. And this will start your next step, which is drawing the arrowhead. So you're going to click and let go, and to draw straight lines, you don't have to drag and pull. You just have to click on the points in which you need to create the actual shape. So I'm going to go and find the next point, which is down here, and I'm going to let go. Then I'm going to go up to here and click and let go. Click and let go. And now I'm going to close my path. Do you see how it goes from the plus to the little 0? That means I can click there and it will close my path, which will allow me to fill it in with a color. Down here, if I'd like to do these lines, what I need to do is go back to my pen tool, make sure I just have the stroke on, not the fill, and again, all I'm going to do is click and let go, click and let go, click and let go, click on my selection tool and deselect, and now this line I can copy and paste to create these next lines. So all I have to do is hit Command C and Command F, which will paste it in front, and then I can use my arrows to place it in the perfect spot. Okay, now we're ready to start the actual outline of the pear. So we're going to click on our pen tool, and we're going to try to follow along. They start over here at A, and what we're going to do is we're going to click and let go, and to draw a Bezier curve, or this curve, we have to click, drag our mouse, and hold. So I'm going to start by creating an anchor point, Then I'm going to move up to B, and I'm going to click, hold, and drag to create that first shape right here. Okay, and when you think you have it fairly close, you're going to let go. I'm going to go back to B, and I'm going to hit my anchor point. So I'm going to click, and now I need to find C. So I'm going to click and hold and pull. When I'm happy, I'm going to let go, find my anchor point, I'm going to click, and I'm going to go up to D, and I'm going to do the same thing. When I'm happy, I'm going to let go. Go back to my anchor point, click and let go. Find my E, click and drag up. Go back to my anchor point, click and let go. And I'm going to go to G. I'm going to skip F because I'm just going to go up like this. Click and let go. Go back to G, click and let go. And I'm going to click on H. And click and drag. Find my anchor point, click and let go. Go to I. Click, drag out. Find my anchor point. Click, drag and pull down. Find my anchor point, and now I'm ready to close. I'm looking for that 0 or the little letter O. There it is right there. I'm going to click, and same thing, going to drag out. And now I have a closed path. To tidy up, you can do one of two things. You can click on the direct selection tool, and I can find the handles, and I can pull out or in to fix my path. This one I can fix here. I can drag up. You can move the whole point if you need to get it to be perfect. And once you're done fiddling around, you're going to save your work, and we can check it when we're back.